So on previous two videos, we talked about project selection based on external sources and internal sources. So we looked at external sources such as customer, competitors and market, and we looked at internal sources such as the process and employee, and we listed down all these issues, all these problems where improvement can be done, and we could do all these improvements as a Six Sigma project. But now this list is a big list, and that's obviously in any organization. If you list down all the external sources, internal sources and list down the gaps, you will see that you could do a lot of improvement projects. But now you need to be selective. And how do you be selective? You need to filter those down. Here on this slide, I have three basic criterias. You look at three criterias and that will help you in decide that whether this project, this improvement can be a Six Sigma project or not. The first thing here is that is there a gap between the current performance and the desired or the needed performance? If there is a gap, then this is a good potential project. If you don't see a gap between what is required and what is the actual performance, then probably you can drop that from this list. So that's first test. The second test could be the cause of problem is not clearly understood. If you know the cause of that problem, then you really don't need to do any Six Sigma project. You can just correct that. For example, if you say that you have a lot of welding defects because you have not given a wind protection to the welding station, and because of that you have a lot of defects that you have identified as a problem, then you know what? You don't need to do a Six Sigma project for that. You just need to put that wind shield which can help in reducing defects. So if you know the cause of the problem, if you are clear what's causing this problem, then just do that. You don't need to do a Six Sigma project for that. So this was the second filter, that when you know the cause, just correct that problem rather than doing a Six Sigma project on that. The third filter here will be that the solution is not predetermined or not the optimal solution apparent. And what does that mean is, okay, you might say that weld defect rate is because of this wind protection, but then is this the only reason? Is this the most optimal solution that putting this windshield will solve all these problems? If not, then you need to do Six Sigma project. So many times you really cannot confirm that this is the cause of the problem. If you can do that, that's fine. Then you don't need to do a Six Sigma project. But if you really cannot say very specifically that this is the cause of the problem, there could be another cause. In that case, you might want to do a Six Sigma project. So all that big list which you have made based on internal and external sources, you filter through these things, and based on that, now you will have a much smaller, narrow list of projects on which you might want to do improvement using Six Sigma process. So with this, we completed our discussion on project selection.